About to go racing, 8 laps. Waiting for the lights to go out. Angus Fogg, William Bamber off the front row. There's the lights, race 3 for the Suzukis from Hamilton. Gibson and Robinson from the second row. Another good start from Bamber, and he's trying to crowd down Angus Fogg down into turn number 1. And that's been the story of the weekend. Fogg versus Bamber, Bamber versus Fogg.
These two guys here, look at the concertina effect right here. Can't get right on the inside of curve, turn 1, but that's Martin Short getting involved in that.
And that's the Dodsons, number 22 of Andrew Vincent.
There's another car gone the other way too on the left-hand side.
That'll be Jason West, and he started right at the tail of the grid, so he's got the aftermath of some action going up a little bit further ahead. Battles for position in behind. It looks like Robinson into the 4th position. Oh, Alan Dunkley didn't make it off the grid. Amazingly, they got that car repaired after the first race yesterday up till 4 o'clock this morning, replacing a chassis rail, and it's all come to naught.
It has, look, those boys done a fantastic job getting that car ready, but unfortunately, because of the nature of this street circuit, you don't have a chance to do a reconnaissance lap. The only time that is when the car's released from the support paddock to line up, so maybe a mechanical issue, but heartbreak for those guys, because there's nothing more rewarding when you work all night to see the car going around.
There's Sam Robinson. He's been really impressive this weekend, engineered by Jono Lester, as he has been done right throughout the championship. A couple of the cars running very, very wide off the exit of line red turn number 5 here at Hamilton. Grant Ryan there in the 11. He's been a story in himself. He started from the rear of the grid in the first race, and he's worked his way forward well inside the top 6, battling there with 14-year-old Bramwell King,
who I just want to happen to mention is 3 times younger than Angus Fogg. Yeah,
for the second time this weekend, Foggy's not going to be, he won't be giving us any Christmas cards. There was another one of the cars just running wide there into Big Pond. That is turn 7. So frantic opening laps, 8 laps is the scheduled distance. Ryan and McMaster, the 2 winged teammates. Now McMaster's coming back from a drive-through penalty assessed in race number 1, where he climbed the curbs, did the 2-wheel act and put Dunkley in the fence. He didn't take the drive-through penalty, hence he started from the rear of the grid for race number 2. So he's another one playing catch-up, trying to get some positions gained as they are 2 and 3 wide, under brakes down into 1. Hamish Cross right in there in the number 66, another driver that's got a drive-through penalty this weekend as well. There's Ben Dallas. He was in the fence in race number 1.
Of course, he's made up some fantastic ground as well, hasn't he? But these guys, they've still got to understand, small, dynamic, magnificent little racing cars, but they've still got to give each other racing room, because if they don't, if one gets it wrong in here, 3 abreast, the rest is just going to be swamped all over them.
So 2 by 2, 2 deep through turn number 2. Good job there. Martin Short's continued on in the Castrol Edge car. Mark Spring back there. He didn't contest the first race due to family commitments, but he's been back out for race 2 and this race, the final race of the weekend for the Suzukis. Now, this is the battle up front. Fogg and Bamber going through now. The action, I think, was from behind.
Wow.
There's Vincent.
Right. Was it forwards?
Dallas. Oh, he would have had the eyes wide open with the car right in front of him. And it was Jason West right at the tail of the field. He was the other car to make contact with the fence on the other side of the racetrack.
Sympathy, do you think?
Yeah, it might have gone away in sympathy. I'm not too sure. He thought, well, hang on, Andrew, you're getting on the TV. Mark Spring Suzuki is about a foot shorter now. The hamster number 89, that's the grey car in the back of shot. Ben Dallas making some big progress here. There's Simon Evans here. He's the only yellow car with the silver wheels with the bank leg on the side. So he's the easy one to decipher between all the yellow cars. Foggy leads, so he's got the early advantage in the battle between himself and William Bamber for the honours for the weekend. And that, of course, is the Suzuki Swift Hamilton Street Challenge here this weekend.
But we also saw a similar kind of start to both races with Angus. He just disappeared by 1 or 2 seconds. And then from lap 5 or lap 6, it seems that Williams engineered that car to come on a lot stronger, so Angus has got to be careful he doesn't burn that car up like we've seen in race 1 and 2, because Willie, as we know, is not afraid to pounce.
Well, he wasn't afraid yesterday. That was a scintillating game of chicken down into the chicane. They were side by side, and unbelievably, Foggy actually conceded. There would have been an interesting conversation in the LG pits last night, I reckon.
I would like to see that happen again, and I'd like to see Angus concede this time, because I somehow think he won't.
So the battle's right throughout this field. There's Sean Lawrence going through. The blue car is Mike Turley. The Castrol Edge car is Martin Short, the New Zealand Formula 4 champ. So there's been some good battles right throughout the field. A couple of fairly significant accidents, but you've got to say, for the majority, Mark, the racing has been very, very competitive and, for the most, pretty clean.
considering how many cars there are and how close the racing is, it's very close quarters amongst all these guys. And like you say, a couple of misdemeanors. We see one of the cars a bit short in here or there, but none of the big wrecks, to be honest, like we're experiencing. But here we go. Moves like a zip or two through.
Yeah, no,
like a zip.
Spring's got the run through there on AJ Lauder in the Pettenshaw number 87. There's another car just in back of shot, missing the front bumper and splitter. Well, it's probably not really so much of a splitter, but the front bumper area of that race car.
The front clip, see, it always looks concerning, doesn't it, when the car disappears, but there is so much runoff in turn 5 there that you can get away with that. But you're right. In most cars, like we see of the B&T V8s and the supercars, that front clip area is a significant part of the downforce or the mechanical grip. In these cars, probably not so important.
Sam Robinson, this is the battle for 4th and 5th. So Matt Gibson's up track ahead of this duo. Hard to believe, Bramwell King, he's not licensed to drive on the road. And he's out there on the racetrack. A funny story about William Bamber last year. He was also underage. He wasn't able to drive a car on the road. His mum drove him to the racetrack in the race car. They are road registered.
It is a family sport at this extent, isn't it? And of course, these guys, they are just destined for big things. But here's a move. Three into
wide,
one. We
down
know
into one.
I hope Dallas doesn't get run out of room on the outside. No, a little bit of bouncing off each other to give each other enough room, but quite nice, clean racing.
It's a classic South Island, North Island battle. Ben Dallas from Auckland against two Christchurch drivers, Cody McMaster and Hamish Cross. As Robinson and Bramwell continue to battle over that 4th position on the racetrack. So some clear track up ahead for Matt Gibson. There is McMaster at the head of that queue. Dallas back to Hamish Cross. Grant Ryan just going through and behind in the number 11. So this is a good battle right here for position. Working their way down towards the chicane. Ben Dallas must take an extra breath every time he goes through there after his efforts in race 1 yesterday.
He'll certainly be counting the curves. 1, 2, 3, fuel made it each time. But here we go. This is the battle we've been looking forward to.
Bamber and Fogg. Now Gibson's not too far behind here in shot. First and second, Angus Fogg and William Bamber carrying that speed. They were the only 2 drivers for race 2 in the 1-minute 46-second bracket.
And you can understand why. Just looking at these guys, they're hitting the curbs, they're throwing the cars, and they're doing everything. This is what they call 11 tenths racing, and that's why these guys are just disappearing up the field. And that's why it's such an enjoyable battle, because they are giving every single conceivable thing they can to the race and to each other.
Bamber quickest at a 46.6. He was only 2 tenths off Fogg's track record from race number 2 for the weekend. For race 1, it was Fogg, Bamber and Gibson. Race 2, it was Bamber, Fogg and Gibson. So just the first 2 positions are reversed, and they are tied on points going into this race. But Fogg's got the advantage, but he just can't afford to relax because Bamber is right underneath the rear window of the black winger Suzuki.
Look, next time we have a look at that battle for 1st and 2nd. Now, is this going to happen?
Bramwell King down the inside of Robinson.
Hey, which better way to stop yourself overshooting the corner? Use the other car.
Yeah, use it as a bit of a bumper.
But when we go back to that lead battle again, you have a look at the back of Angus Fogg's car when he comes to the corner. He throws it into the corner, as William is a nice flowing typist driving style.
Lap 5 of 8, the battle continues. 4th, 5th, 2nd, 7th and 8th. Angus Fogg is your race leader from William Bamber. Don't go away. More action from Hamilton with the Suzukis after this.